I've been putting together the BoxMac Volume 7 Blu-ray because so for those who are like, why do you put together optical media? It started with, of course, in the olden days, we would make DVDs and Blu-rays of our work. And that put my old ass into the mindset of something's not really completed until it's been pressed into a physical product that can then be handed off to somebody. Because even to this day, YouTube-ness feels transient to me. We actually upload most of our main channel content to Dailymotion just as a mirror. I just feel like you don't have a collection of anything when you have a YouTube channel, right? Like, so if you really treasure the content, you would want to own it in some way, either download it onto copied hard drives or something. We put tons of effort into the Blu-rays. So they're custom menus. I'm very persnickety about the button routing. I feel very strongly.
You do a really excellent job. If I can just toot your horn for a little bit,
you put more effort into than major studios.
Yes, absolutely.
But of course, as time has gone on, it's been a stranger and stranger value prop. And so, like in 2015 or 2016, when we had done the first 25 episodes, we did a Kickstarter. It was $3,000 is what we raised. We said if we can basically get $3,000 worth of pre-orders, we'll do it. We'll put BoxMac on Blu-ray, and we'll put all the Junts carts on there too and stuff. And we'll kind of basically put the channel, like a year of the channel, on Blu-ray. And they're like 50 gigabyte. Excuse me. I'm normally working in networking terms. I'm thinking of gigabit. They're 50 gigabyte discs, so they're packed with stuff and they look really good. And we have a fan, Chris LaRue, who does the case inserts, and he always does like an amazing job with that. He's a professional graphics artist, and then he got really excited. So every 25 episodes, he's like, "There's a new volume coming." And so once we did one, you have to do the second one, you have to do the third one. So we kept doing it, and now, they sell like, it's a Patreon perk. If you donate $10 a month when a new one comes out, you get it. No questions asked, because we sell them for $15, right? Yeah.
Just a bargain, by the way. Yeah, total bargain.
Yeah.
It's a loss leader.
Well, actually, so last year I looked into it. We made $900 in Blu-rays last year.
Oh,
hey, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's something. That's more Blu-rays than I would have. You consider the film industry and how making optical media disappear from the business model, and mostly getting rid of broadcast ads for the business model and just going straight to streaming. It's like that was a huge upset to the industry.
Yeah.
Right.
But anyway, where's I going with all this? I'm making a Blu-ray, and I don't remember why I was telling you about it, but it's something we're working on.
The perpetual obligation of Blu-ray, perhaps. I mean, will the Kickstarter ever really be served? Can you put down the Blu-ray hat, or do you even want to put down the Blu-ray hat?
I think it's one of those things. Well, so Chris pointed out, he was like, if you do 250 episodes, you'll have 10 Blu-rays.
Oh, there's a goal.
So that would kind of be the Library of Congress sort of archival.
Bookshelf edition.
We once made a show called BoxMac, and here it is. It's gonna be good. There's a it's like
I'm Chester Cheeto or whatever on the front. I think
you're gonna be So one of the things that I do is when I'm editing BoxMacs, I always at the end, when I'm finished editing, I put the Macs in the MacDB. I do all the stuff. We also I edit together a best of. So all of the funniest highlights, when John says washing noodles in a small pond or whatever, that goes in. And then across time, you end up with like 50 minutes across 25 episodes of like really funny moments. And I loop that as the main menu on all the Blu-rays. So you could sit there not making any choices on your Blu-ray, and you could just enjoy a best of BoxMac right there on the main menu.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I saw that you uploaded it, so I turned it on and had a bunch of laughs, and also saw Frankie shrink over time.
I know, it's weird. Yeah, I start off big and I get small. But Nina and I watched it from beginning to end, and she was like, "Can we watch like the last one?" I don't, and yeah, I call me gross, but I was cracking. I was like, this is hilarious. Like, this is BoxMac is a great show. No wonder we make it.
Yeah. Well, we have fun making it, and I think it's more entertaining than most YouTube, I think. Call me gross.
Yeah.
I have pride in my work. Our work.
EJ, you put up a video the other day taste testing popcorn.
The The Kernel seasons, yeah. I actually got those seasonings like last year, and I wanted to do a video, and I kept missing opportunities to film it. And I just buckled down one day, and it was a weirdly hard video to make because I had to like just find enough time where I can portion out a bunch of popcorn samples, no kids around, and like season them all, taste them, and then like editing it was weirdly hard too. It was kind of a production for such a simple video, but I had madness to make it, and so I did, and I thought it was really fun. People seem to really dig it too. So
I saw a lot of, a lot of really like not just like, oh cool, there's a new EJ video, but a lot of like, oh, I actually needed somebody to give me the skinny on popcorns.
And then and there was a lot of hot takes in there, so people were responding to those, which is always fun. So I might do more of those kind of things because I love eating trash and talking about it. So I mean,
Me too, EJ.
I love Taco Bell. I love obviously we've done a bunch of episodes of BoxMac. I can talk about that as well. So
just a few. I actually ran out tonight. Gloria is at her grandmother's yesterday and today. We were on April vacation this week, and Nina and I were like, "You want to go get some of those popcorn flavorings?" And we could eat a little popcorn together. And we went to Target, and all they had was the white cheddar, and we picked it up because why not? But that's all they had.
Yeah, well, I mean that's a good one. I think the white cheddar is probably one of the more worthwhile ones, especially if you
said,
if you get the cheesy.
Like,
the ranch was surprisly good. I didn't think that was going to be good, but I don't know.
They always have that at the movie theater. I noticed a lot of the time, like at like the little station, the little salting station.
Yeah, that was the surprising one to me. Was the ranch?
When I was watching the video, I was thinking, think about movie theater butter, because you see that's branding you see all over the place. At some point, somebody got it in their heads where they're like, let's tell the consumer that it's like they're at the movie theater. Well, I go to the movies, ladies and gentlemen, and I eat the buttered popcorn, and it doesn't taste all that great. It's okay. The stuff I have at home is often better.
Absolutely.
There's a supermarket near John's house. It's called Lee's. We talk about it on BoxMac all the time. And I don't know what this is, but they set up a popcorn like area. Do you know what I'm talking about, John? Do you know?
I do.
I know exactly what you're talking about because on the way home from shooting BoxMac, I'll stop by Lee's and buy some of that popcorn.
Yeah, well, we buy it all the time. We buy it all the time, and it's actually what we eat for like our movie theater popcorn. And yeah, they'll sell caramel corn. They'll sell there's sometimes they'll put an Oreo one in there, which is intriguing. But then no, all they did was they put Oreo bits into regular popcorn. Okay. Nay. I want chocolate drizzled popcorn. And anyway, they pop fresh stuff, and you buy a big fat bag of it and go home and.
Yeah. I eat it on the way home from a BoxMac shoot.
I can't believe you're going home hungry after a BoxMac shoot.
Well, it's a long drive. And
that's true.
I love
You'll be hungry eventually.
Yeah, and like I said, I eat 2,000 tons of popcorn a day. A dumpster is full of popcorn.
I eat 2,000 tons of popcorn a day.
The standard flat EJ delivery.
Sir, if you just quiet down, I'd be happy to treat you to a garbage bag full of popcorn.
Subscribe to Red Cow Entertainment on Patreon for full episodes every other week.